Hey, what's up, James Ward? Trying to get my camera back on. It's not seeming to want to work for me. I don't know what's up with it. Trying to check on the connection. It's got to be connected. I don't know why it's not picking it up. It's picking it up earlier. Oh, Lordy. Maybe. Evidently that didn't work either. Ah, there we go. Well. Oh, well. Figures I get the train running good and I can't get the camera back on it. Hey, Richard and Janet, hello. Well, I reckon I go back to the FaceTime camera. If I can get it to work. No, it's not wanting to work. Well, I'm open to suggestions. Roll Tide, Doug. Roll Tide. Doug, I didn't realize you did not have a wrench. Let me get you one. I don't know what y'all may be seeing. According to my side, I'm not broadcasting. And I don't know how to get the camera back. I tried reselecting it up in the top in the settings, and it keeps just failing. It's like I'm not getting any input at all. Let me try the built-in FaceTime one more time. Save that. Go to settings. Okay, internal speakers. And that's sound. There's displays. Well, guys, I'm open to suggestions. Yeah, I put down crashing trains, and I finally get one to run and not crash, and now I can't get my cameras up and running. Let's see. It just keeps turning them off every time I try to go to one. Ah, there we go. It's a little glitchy. Kind of looks like a time lapse, I guess, on my end. What happens when you don't have good internet? That's my longest train. That's the Erie Lackawanna. I'm afraid to try to run both of them at the same time, but this one's been running for a while now. So how's everybody's Sunday going? I got the Rolling Thunder engine running, and I don't know if you guys can hear it, but if I turn it up much more, the whole room will shake. I bet you're having some nice weather down there in Orlando, because it's really nice and warm here. I had to turn the air conditioner on for the first time since winter. Try and cool this house down a little bit. Oh, good, Doug. Doug, did you ever send me an email? Because if you did, I don't know where it went. All right. Way to go, Inner Palace. You have been grabbed by the tractor beam from the dark side. 92? Holy cow. I'm glad I'm not at Disney today. I would melt. Leonard, hello. Leonard, let me make sure I've got subscribed to you. Yeah, did he? Yes, I am. Oh, yeah, I remember your name now. Yes, indeedy. I do remember. So let me shrink that back down. Leonard, let me give you a wrench. Same rules as the hub. So it shouldn't be any problems, but there you go. Have a wrench, my friend. Horses Shop, hello. Hey, Mr. Asgard, would you like to come and visit? Or Doug, would you like to come and visit? Or anybody? I think I remember how to do it. I'm just not 100% sure. I did find out how to disable my mail on the iMac. Wasn't as hard as I was trying to make it. It was really easy. So now the only mail I have is AOL, and I won't get all confused when it comes to sending people copies of the screen. So let me see what I can do here. And then I go here. And then I go there. Yeah, if you ever get into the train business, folks, I'm here to tell you, I had learned the hard way that there's a big difference between a $10 car from rolling stock, of any kind of rolling stock, and a $20 car. The train that you see running, the majority of it is comprised of Broadway limited hopper cars, which run about $20 to $22 a pop, but they run smoother than any other car I've ever bought. Of course, now watch them crash once I say that. Ooh. Doug, I thought I had your email, but I guess I don't. I do have Paul Murray. Doug A. Okay, maybe I do have it. No, I don't. Let me put that in real quick. Okay, let's see how this works, guys. Oh, did she already stop running? Man. Let me see what I can do. Well, she didn't derail at least. Just hit a short. And we decoupled a little bit. Yep. Oh well. Alrighty. Where did I put the controller? Let me back her up a little bit. She's going to have to recouple. I wonder if that email actually went anywhere. Alrighty. I think we're back on track. No pun intended. Yeah, Doug, I sent it. Let me double check and make sure AOL actually sent it. And check my sent folder. It says it went. And let me make sure that's got the link in it. It does. And I think I got the address right. DOUGAYLES Wiener. So 2 S's in there? No, just the one. At Gmail. Yep, I got it. Ain't no telling when you'll get it, because I'm in here with 1.5 MIPS. Now you see how quickly that train recoupled? This is the car that seems to be causing me troubles on that one. And it's not a cheap car, but it's the one that keeps jumping the track and causing the derailment. So I'm going to pull it out for a little while. Maybe take it to the hobby shop and see what's wrong with these trucks. The trucks on this thing might not be where they're supposed to be. What y'all doing, guys? Oh. Okay. That's no problem, Hugh. Not a problem at all, my friend. I just didn't want to ignore you, because I did that the other day, and I felt bad when I got off and said, man, Hugh was in there, and I never invited him in. That's not like me. Now, I got to get up real quick and check a print. So while I'm getting up, let me put it back on here, see if I can keep that running. She keeps shorting out back there. I'll tell you what I'll do. Since she doesn't want to play, I reckon I'll do this. There, got her on. Hey, Douglas, how we doing today, my friend?
We're doing, man. We're still kicking rocks.
I can see you fine.
You hear me all right?
Yeah, I hear you just fine, man.
Cool.
You're doing good.
Beans. Cool beans. Now I got you email.
See if I can get this train to cooperate since the other one doesn't want to. It ran for a little while at least. So you're still working on the mutter?
Yeah, I had to dewire it. Take all the safety switches off, you know what I mean, and take all their wire out so I can rewire it my way.
Yeah, because all those things they got on it would probably stop you from having any fun with it.
That's right.
So how fast is it going to go when you get it done?
I got clocked doing 26.
Well, that's pretty decent.
There's some out there that does 85 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's a little much for my taste on a mower, even if it's going to be a mutter.
Well, my buddy's got a racing one that he races, and he's been clocked 85 miles an hour on his.
Oh my Lord. That's something else.
Uh-huh. He's building another one. You ought to see the build on that, man.
Does he have a channel or something?
Yeah, his Twisted R Racing. Stacy Reeves. He's going to be going. He does a live stream Friday nights and Sunday nights.
Oh, what are they barking at now?
I got two of them back behind me that barks all the time.
Well, the three out front I can't hear, but the ones inside can hear the three out front. And when they start to barking, then all the five of the ones in the house start.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They just got fed. They shouldn't be barking. They should be snoozing.
My Siberian Husky don't even bark, don't even whine. He's quiet.
Yeah, there's a lot of broods that are just well-behaved dogs. They don't even bark at anything unless it comes right in their property.
He don't even do that.
Here I don't have any of those. I live a quarter mile off the road, and if anything goes down that road that they don't like, they start to barking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which I guess that's good because, you know, they're kind of an early warning system.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I guarantee you, when they wake me up in the middle of the night like that, the first thing I grab is a 12 gauge.
That's right. That's right.
And it'll stay that way as long as the Democrats don't have their way. Oh, I said politics. I don't like politics. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Night Train, would you like to come on, my friend?
Oh,
I was trying to get all this stuff running is what I'm trying to do, and it seems to be doing better and better. I'm finally learning this iMac thing. And the more I learn, the more I like it.
The horse's shop, he hangs around with a bunch of us.
Cool.
He's 16 years old, lives up in Michigan. He does woodcraft and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I've got his channel.
He's into woodcraft. He likes old mowers, you know, like the wheel horses and Club Cadets, the old ones, you know. He's a good kid.
Yeah, I tend to see that a lot of folks that are a lot of young gentlemen, and I don't know about the women, but young gentlemen that have channels on here, for the most part, they're very well mannered and really nice people, and gives me a lot of hope for the next generation.
Yeah, yeah, and that's one thing about the Small Engine Nation, you know, that I'm with, you know, hang out with. It's not a club. It's just a bunch of people together. It's a bunch of gearheads and everything, and we're really motivated about the younger generation, you know. Making sure they're doing things right and everything, you know, and having respect and everything. We want to make sure when they go to do a build that they're going to do it the right way so they don't get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I sometimes wonder, you know, when I was growing up, a lot of people looked down on the kids that had to go to trade schools and things like that, and I never did. I knew a lot of them, and
Right.
I wonder where we're going to end up when the people that don't want to go to trade schools stop going. You'll be out of welders, you'll be out of brick masons, you'll be out of a lot of talented people.
Well, that's the reason why a lot of the jobs nowadays, and you've seen it yourself. I mean, there's no trade for these kids. You know what I mean? And I think our country's going to die because we don't have no trade. The kids don't want to learn a trade or anything.
It's a possibility. I hope they wake up one of these days, because I mean, there's good jobs to be had out there in the trades. I don't care what anybody says.
There's very good jobs out there. Very good jobs.
Down here, big time brick masons. You know, I'm sure they probably got laughed at in high school for wanting to be brick masons. Well, I see the houses they live in now.
Yeah.
So they make a lot of good money. They do really good work.
Brick masons, concrete finishers,
yes,
carpenters, sheetrock hangers, plumbers, electricians.
Hell, roofers are getting hard to find good roofers.
Yeah, yeah.
We had to replace the roof on this house. It's only 1,800 square feet, so it's not very big. But I went to one of those online places that basically subcontracts out, and they wanted $16,000 to put a metal roof on.
Lord have mercy.
I can't afford that. So I said, what would you want for just a 30-year shingle? They said $8,600. I said, well, I might be able to afford that in the future. Well, we didn't go back to them. My wife said, here, call this guy. And I called him up, and Ken Miller, I think was his name. But anyway, I said, how much for a 30-year shingle roof? And he says, why do you want shingles? I said, because I can't afford metal. He says, I'll do your metal roof for less than the price of your shingles, I'll bet. And I kind of chuckled, So I said, sure, come on out and give me an estimate. Well, he got up there on the roof, walked around, and I said, you're going to do everything, the cricket and everything. He says, oh, yeah, the whole roof. Came down and handed me a bill for $7,500.
Yeah.
You're kidding, right? He says, nope, $7,500, guarantee you pay no more. I said, you got the job, bud.
Yeah.
And it's a gorgeous roof, man. I'm here to tell you.
Yeah.
All the materials are made down here in Dothan at American Metal. He orders it. They deliver it. He put it on. He started on a Friday. He takes Saturdays and Sundays off. He finished it Monday morning.
Cool bean. Did he do your soffits and everything?
Oh, everything. The whole thing, man. Yeah. Everything. And I was very pleased. So I tell everybody in this area, you need at least wait to call the man and check him out.
Yeah. When I bought this house last year, it's already got a metal roof on it, and
I see Horse's Shop said he's going to try to get in the trades. Both of those are excellent. Lineman or diesel technician.
Yes.
Excellent trades. I often wish I had. I went the easy route. I went in the Army. By the way, they gave me a trade.
Yeah.
I don't know too many people that got attack helicopters that they want something blowed up with. But I made out okay. I learned enough while I was in for 24 years, and I became a teacher for the Army, so I made out okay.
Well, you retired out then, huh?
Oh yeah, I retired out of the Army. I'm a retarded E.
Hey, may I say thank you for serving, sir?
Oh, not a problem, guys. I mean, I kind of sort of get embarrassed when people say that to me, because I'm here to tell you I had a great 24 years. If it wasn't for the fact that they tried to send me someplace after all those years that I didn't want to go, and they tried to send me without my family, and I said, no, I ain't doing that, I'd have stayed for 30.
Yeah.
But, after 24, it got to the point where the family needed to start coming first, and I'd been here so long that the girls had never had to move. I just finished 3 years in Germany without my family, and they want me to send me someplace else. I went, no, it's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here to tell you, folks, if you ever want to see something you can be proud of, it's the young men and women in the military, because they're all volunteers, and I don't meet a single one of them that I wouldn't go to war with and trust with everything I have.
I really do appreciate you serving, man.
That's my pleasure, man.
If it wasn't for you guys serving and doing the unexpected and you know and everything, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing right here today. You know,
Yeah,
who
my
knows
father,
what we
my
would have
father
done?
served in World War II. Horses. Matter of fact, my father uh, got his glasses during the Battle of the Bulge when the Americans bombed, or excuse me, artillery shelled the fuel depot that he was guarding, and didn't bother to tell anybody in the fuel depot that it was coming.
Oh man.
Well, it was one of those things that had to be done on short notice, and they had no way of notifying him, I guess. But he was
Yeah,
lucky. He made it out of there.
that's good.
Then that's one of the reasons I stayed. I got tired of listening to him all the years I was growing up, saying, I wish I would have stayed in the Army. So I kind of took his advice on that half.
Right, right.
Hey, knock on wood, it ain't had a crash yet.
Well, you could have went to helicopter mechanic school. You know.
Well, yeah, but I'd rather be a pilot.
Yeah.
It was kind of a silly thing. I went in and enlisted. I was working in military intelligence. I used to look at SR-71 and satellite photos of enemy concentrations and tell, what kind of a concentration it was and all that kind of stuff. And one day I was sitting in the Corps talk out in the field, and I saw this Huey fly, and I says, man, that looks like fun. I bet those suckers go home every night to their families. So I went to flight school. Then I found out those suckers don't go home every night to their families. They just go home to their tent. Yeah, in the Philippines.
Really?
That's cool. Yeah, we're getting less and less WW2 vets anymore. Hey, you got a nice looking man cave there, my friend.
Thank you. It's only 16 by 10.
That's bigger than mine. Well, actually, maybe not. I don't know. Let me think. Now, see, I bought this house from a man that does HVAC installs.
Right.
And I gave him a month to get out, because when we bought the place, his man cave from the front to the back was just nothing but HVACs. He didn't work in it. He just stored them all there.
Huh.
And it's about 20 feet wide by 40 feet long. But I turned half of it into a reloading shop. And then the other half, I've got a circular saw and a radial arm saw and some drill presses. And I tinker. I don't do much. I repair things when they break as best I can. But
that's me too.
Yeah, my daddy said he was a great jerry rigger, and I followed in his seats.
Yeah.
I can find a way to fix just about anything.
That's the same thing with me. You know, when I hung around with my dad and everything, I learned everything from him. You know, and he was a shade tree mechanic, and he punched holes in the ground searching for water. That was his job. And he's a well digger. And I used to go out on the jobs with him, and he would teach me different things on that well rig. And he used to drill elevator shafts and everything like that.
Horses, my daddy was born in 1921, passed away in 96. Excuse me, 95. 95. But yeah, that generation, I know people from my generation and other generations get upset when they call that the greatest generation. But you just look back at what they did. We'd all be speaking German if that wasn't for them.
Yep.
Not that that'd be a bad thing, but it would be a bad thing because the Germany we'd be speaking it for would not be the Germany we would have liked to have had.
Yep.
Hell, when I was in Germany in the 90s, I spoke pretty good German. You know, I can't speak it at all now. I can understand a little bit when I hear it, but, you know, you don't use it, and it wasn't your primary language, you're not going to remember it.
Yeah.
I can still order dinner and order drinks and things like that, but I can't carry on a conversation anymore.
If you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
That's it. Use it or lose it.
A lot of things, you know. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it.
Yep, that's just the way it goes.
I tried to tell my wife that. I said, you know, baby, if we don't use it, we're going to lose it.
Well, at my age, I think I've already lost it. So,
me too, brother.
You know, holding hands and sitting on a couch watching a movie is a pretty damn good thing at this age.
That's right. That's right. Me and my wife, we work together, side by side together.
This puppy's running good today. I better not say it too loud, I guess. Oh, who we got here?
I can't see the cat, so.
Yep, hang on a second. You know, you can learn how to do that, man. It's not hard to pop it out.
Well, if I could pop it out, but when I do that, it goes straight to my icon. And I could see the chat, you know, and then I could talk to you, but you won't be able to see me on, you know, on the.
Yeah. Well, Mud Stir, looks like you got a pretty decent channel. I just took care of that, and I'm going to give you a wrench here in a second.
That's one of our Small Engine Nation boys right there.
Well, good. Let me
Munster,
give him a wrench.
He's got a heck of a mower that he's building. Yeah, Horses Shop. We got in Google Hangout. We got a Small Engine Nation group chat, and there's like 45 people in the chat, you know, and we all hang out there, chat about different things. You know what I mean?
Yep, I think I may have figured out the trouble with this train. Last weekend, you probably can't see the cars well enough to read what's on the side, but you can see those 3 yellow door cars that go by.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're followed by 3 cars that have red doors.
Right.
Because I liked it, I had them alternated every other car, and they kept decoupling. And I guess the couplers aren't exactly at the same spot on all those cars.
Yeah.
Ever since I put the 3 cars together and didn't separate them, it's been maintaining a pretty decent coupler.
Cool.
So maybe I fixed it. I don't know if you can hear the horn or not.
Yeah, I can hear the horn. I tell you, there's a guy that I know. There's actually 2 guys. One guy is Say Tree Mechanic. He's got a model train, and Mike's How To. He's got a model train that he does, and Richard P. He's building them one too right now.
Hello, Claude. Horses Shop. What happened to your wrench? I gave you a wrench. Where did it go? Did I accidentally take it away? Hang on. I do things like that once in a while. I think what happened is you were right underneath Mudster, and I took yours away instead of giving him his. So let me make sure. Nope, he's got his. Oh, well, you got it back now. Hello, Drone Effects. How we doing? What's kind of amazing is I joined YouTube. I'd have to go to my channel to find out exactly when, but I joined it for school because I use a lot of the aviation videos that the FAA puts out in my classes.
Right.
Because they'll put out a good information video, and we'll watch it in class and then discuss it. And then I bought a drone. Well, actually, I got a drone Christmas before last, and I just happened into the CDH. And the day I joined the CDH, I had 11 people in my channel, and they were all relatives. and within a month I was up over 100. And I don't know what I'm at now, but man, that place. I mean, where else would you think you can meet this many people?
Yeah, exactly. You
And
know.
then I met a young man by the name of Mike Thomas who used to do a lot of live streams on his trains, and he got me back into it. And you can see the results. My room is covered in it.
Yeah.
It's got a total of, I figured it out the other day. Let me recalculate here for a second. 8, that's 16 times 2 is 32. It's got 64 feet of running track.
Wow.
So it's pretty big, but that's why I had to do N gauge. I wouldn't be able to have this much track laid out if I did HO. Of course, I wouldn't have all the problems with derailments either.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Mike's out too. He's got a double drop where it elevates back up to the first level, and he's got tunnels, he's got caverns, and all kinds of stuff on that joker. And Sage Tree Mechanic has one, same thing. You know?
Enough to afford 5 bridges.
Yep. Yep. I've been out here since about 8 o'clock this morning. I've been out here in the shop. I didn't go in last night until after 11 o'clock.
Oh my goodness. That's a late day.
Yeah, and I was out here at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday. You ain't got nothing to do. You're retired.
Claude said he got bored when he tried a train layout. Yeah, it can get kind of boring. I guarantee you that. And it also gets kind of expensive.
These damn dogs around here.
Let me see something. I don't know if I dare try this, but here goes nothing. Yeah, she's not wanting to run. She starts up just fine. She's not wanting to move. She's not sure. My other train's just, the other engine's sitting on a piece of track that has a short, I think. So we'll just settle for the one. Oh, there they go again. There they go. That's it's pretty bad when you can recognize your dogs by their bark.
Yep.
That's one of my shepherds. Well, border collie. That's Johnny, the long-haired one. And that's Harper Lee, if you can hear her. Well, let me scare some of these folks by showing them what I look like. Give the train a break. I don't know if when I first started coming in, I used to keep putting in, instead of the star and the cop, I was putting in a little gorilla head. And nobody understood why. And then when Val said she wanted to do an interview with me, I said, okay. And when she introduced me, I was wearing that.
Yeah.
So, it's my favorite mask. I had it in Germany. I used to have a lot of fun with it on Halloween and stuff.
What are you doing, Tony? Come on up here. Here we go.
Oh, how gorgeous.
What are you doing, boy? Don't burp at me.
Look at those eyes.
What you doing, boy?
Beautiful. Yeah, you found the spot. You can tell by that You can tell by that look. Oh, yeah, that's the spot. Don't stop. What a pretty baby. Oh,
Oh, oh, you gonna get out?
that's pretty.
He's 7 years old.
Wow.
Had him ever since he was born.
Yeah, I've got a lab like that. I picked him out of a litter of 13 when his mama had him in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And we gave away all the rest. We don't sell dogs. What I used to do, I go to Walmart and I tell them, you want the dog, you go in and buy a 50-pound bag of food. When I see you've got a 50-pound bag of dog food, I have a pretty good idea you're going to take care of it. You can have the dog for free.
All right. I had a litter of 6 pups, and he's a twin out of 2 sets of twins that I had, and only one that was different than him. I had a badger face one, black and white badger face, and he was the most craziest son of a gun. Oh my Lord! And
Drone Effect says he's going to be on CDH on Thursday. Is that going to be at 7 at night there, Claude? I can never keep track of Roger's times. Or are you talking in the morning? Yeah, maybe he left. Go ahead there, Doug.
the mama was AKC rescued. The daddy wasn't, but the daddy was part Timberwolf and Husky. And he was tall. He was tall, you know, meaty. But he was salt and pepper color with blue eyes, and the mama was blue-eyed. And he's the runt out of the litter. I picked him because he was the runt.
I picked my Jake because he was the biggest one.
Really?
He's 13 right now.
Really?
He's still getting around, so.
Well, my last chocolate lab I had, I rescued her up in Boaz, Alabama. There's a rescue up there, no kill rescue, and she was 12 years old when we got her, and she lived all the way till she was 16.
Oh my goodness, that's got to be hard.
Yeah, she walked out the front door, and I think she suffered a stroke, and she wanted to go outside, so I let her outside, and she walked out in the front yard and laid down on the ground, and that was the last place she laid.
Good morning, Mr. Crawley. How you doing?
She was a good dog back then, you know, when we had her.
Yeah, we've when we lived in the city, it's like everybody and their brother knew that we were the people that would take care of dogs, and they kept dropping them off at our front yard.
Really?
And I mean, I've gone through, oh, geez, God knows how many. I know in the old house, we've probably lost at least 7 or 8 dogs over the years. You know, passed on by their name or have to be put down because they get cancer or something really bad.
Yeah.
And it's tough. I'm always the one that has to go do it because the wife can't handle it, and I understand it.
My granddaughter's the same age as he is. She was born in October, and he was born in November of the same year.
That's cool. Sean, I sent you a link just in case. And no, I have not found the Snapper 7 yet. But I have not stopped looking either.
What is a Snapper 7?
It's a I don't know if you call it a whoop drone or not, but it's a brushless small drone. And I had gotten one, but I don't have goggles, and it's about impossible to fly by just watching it.
Yeah.
And so he's been mentioning he wants it, and I told him if I ever find the damn thing, I'll send it to you, but I can't find it. I don't know. My wife's one of those that likes to clean off tables.
Yep.
You know, and I'll come home and go, where'd you put this? I didn't move it. Well, I know damn well I didn't move it, and there ain't but one other person that lives in this house. So either we've had a burglary or you moved it.
Yeah, same thing here. You know, when I lay something down and I go back for it and it's not there, sweetheart, what you do with this? Why? I said, because I need it. That's
Yeah,
why.
I kind of looking for it.
Why
Oh,
you
that's
looking
it.
for it? I put it there so I know where it's at, and you moved it.
Yep. She thinks you don't remember where you put it, but you do. And when you come back for it, oh no, I have no idea what happened to that. I lived that same life.
Yep.
I wouldn't trade it for anything.
No, me
Hope,
neither, man.
hope you're watching, honey.
Me neither.
No, I latched down to a good one.
If she puts up with my crap, she's all right.
I hear that. Oh, I got an email. What did I get? I'm so glad I got this email on here to shut off. Oh, I'm halfway tempted to change my email again, but I'm tired of changing my email to prevent all this crap from coming in. I've changed too many times.
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Hey, I hear Sean.
Am I visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're in bed, man. Why are you laying down in bed? You don't feel good?
A long bad day.
You crashed something?
Oh. Yeah, I'm on the bed.
Ah, you're vaping.
Vaping. I'm tired today. It's been a long weekend.
Hey, it's the day of rest. You're allowed to be tired.
I just had my granddaughter over. That was fun. I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks.
Well, that's good.
It was really, I love seeing grandchildren is so much better than children.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they go home when you're done with them. Or you go home when you're done with them.
You take them home, you know what I mean? You're done with them. Boom.
Yeah. You can spoil them rotten and then send them back to their parents.
That's exactly what you do.
Only trouble with my case. Only trouble with my case. Mine lives with me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Now, let me tell you something. There ain't nothing waking up when a little child sitting in next to you saying, Papa, wake up, Papa. We got to go play. We got to go play, Papa.
Yeah, there you go.
Isn't that awesome?
It is, man. You wouldn't believe how great that is, you know. And you come home from the hospital, Papa, you okay? You okay, Papa? I missed you, Papa. That's what I'm worried about.
Rick, if you ever find that, I want to buy that from you.
You're not going to buy it. I'm going to send it to you.
No, you don't have to send it to me, man.
No, I'm going to send it to you. Don't argue. Chances of me finding it aren't getting any better. I don't know. I've gone
with your drones.
I've gone through every box. All my drones are down here, and I pulled all that stuff out. I know it's not in any of those cartons down there because they're all designed just for the drone that's in them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I can't believe this thing hasn't, don't say it too loud, hasn't crashed yet.
I know, huh?
It's been running this whole time. Well, I had the other one running, but it got stuck on a little bit of a short. So I'm just going to let it sit and run this one.
Well, listen, I can only hang in a minute because then I'm going to go spend some time with the wife. I've been kind of an asshole this weekend.
Oh, yeah, you usually go kiss and make up then.
Yeah, you know, it's just, I just had such a bad weekend, man. And it was drone stuff. It was all drone stuff.
Well,
it was just one thing after another.
Maybe you need to step back for a few days and then hit it again.
Well, I'm being forced to, but it's not of my choice, you know.
Okay, I hear you. Yeah, I took, well, you know how long I took off.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely never going to take off it. It is the one. I'll tell you, it definitely got me through a lot when my son passed away.
Yeah, yeah, it's helpful.
That's that's when I got my I think that's what it is. When I got my Phantom, my wife actually wanted me to buy the Phantom 4 when I I was moping around the house. I wasn't getting anything done. I was lost without him, you know.
Yeah.
And I started taking pictures with it, and I just fell in love with droning.
Yeah.
And
I
it
can't,
was just
I can't
so
even
fun.
imagine.
That's why when the hawk attacked my drone, it really got me, man.
I literally can't even imagine losing somebody that close to you.
No, it was just devastating, you know. And then when I lost the Phantom 4, I was in I was like so miserable.
Yeah, I was thinking of you the other night. My wife said, "Look at this picture," and she turned her computer towards me, and it was a gold eagle with a Phantom 4 in its talons, just tearing at the shreds in the sky. It's like, yeah, I know somebody knows what that feels like. That would not be fun.
Sure wouldn't be.
No, that would not be fun. We have a couple of eagles that live around here in the summertime. When the dogs want to stay out longer, we have to stay out with them because two of them, well, actually three of them now, would just be, bait.
I haven't seen any up here.
Really?
Yeah.
We got a family of bald eagles that moved in over the Geneva County Lake area.
That's
Really?
awesome.
And then we've got a bunch of gold eagles that live around here.
Aren't eagles beautiful?
Oh, they're gorgeous birds.
They're just so majestic looking.
They are really.
I've seen videos of them up in Alaska.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got about the only thing I like about Auburn is they've got the actual war eagle that flies around the stadium every time they play.
Yeah.
Other than that, they can keep their war beagle.
I hear you.
But that's one awesome, well-trained bird.
All right, guys, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna come back in a little bit.
Yeah, I've got to go to a choir practice in about an hour, so I'll be off by then. Don't forget, Val's doing an interview with Lloyd, the Grumpy Logger, tonight at 7 Central. I mean Eastern.
I'll be there.
I'm going to try to be there, but like I say, choir practice goes till 6, and then we have nighttime church. So that usually only lasts a half an hour. I'm hoping I can get there before she pulls the plug.
All right, good. Guys, have a good night.
You have a good one, man. Nice
Take care, man.
Peace.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know where the Coosa River is, don't you?
Mudster, I don't know that much about that particular drone at all, but I do know this. You can get just about any drone and have fun with it. Rick Halber, how are you doing, sir? Yep, Mr. C had to leave. Rick, I'd invite you.
I got to go get me another cup of coffee.
All righty.
I'll be right back.
Not a problem, Doug. Rick, I'd invite you on if I had your email. Hell, I'll invite anybody on if they want to post their email. Yeah, Mr. C was not real specific, Rick, but he said he had a real tough weekend with droning. So I'm thinking that probably means he might have crashed another one or something. I don't know. He did not want to get specific. We've got a pretty good crowd in here so far today. I'm glad I decided to come on instead of just sit here and watch TV. Although Randolph Scott's on TV, and you know what they say. You do it for Randolph Scott. Okay, did I see a caboose? Yep, it's still got its caboose. I'll tell you, it's a beautiful day here in Alabama. Let me check. It felt like it was in the 80s out there earlier, but I don't think it made it that far, but let me check. Everybody always wants to know for some reason. It's thinking about it. Whoa, 2 hours. That would be a nice long time to go flying. If this weather keeps up, I'm going to have to charge my drones up. And I don't FPV, but I can get some flights in at least. So you're in the 50s. Where's here, Rick? I don't remember where you're at. Oh, it almost made it at 79 right now. Doesn't say how high it got. No wind, no precip. Humidity's down to 69. And the sun sets at 6:48 tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to brag. Just everybody keeps asking me, so I figure I'd just tell them ahead of time. Trust me, I wouldn't mind seeing snow. I just don't want to shovel it. That's why I live down here. That's cool, yeah. Oh, you can keep the wind too. I'll bet it feels like it's 20 out at least, but with that much wind. Good Lord. That's a lot of wind. Yeah, well, Rick, I type with the hunt and peck technology, so my typing's not very good, and every once in a while, autocorrect just really gets me bad. Yeah, all that stuff that came through Alabama today, I looked at it earlier, it all went to the north of us. There's a nice big high coming through the eastern side of the Gulf of Mexico. That high pushed all that bad stuff well above us. So we really lucked out. Had just about all the rain I can take.
Hello. Some Alabama.
Welcome back.
Some Alabama round steak.
Oh. Yeah, I just cooked me a nice, big, thick 2-inch ribeye for lunch.
Mm.
Oh, it was good. I did it in my grandma's cast iron pan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. She seared up really good. I put some Swiss cheese on top of her just about the time she got to medium.
Yep.
Oh, was that good.
Ain't nothing like an iron skillet cooking anything in.
No, that's for sure.
The wife makes pan-fried green beans.
Oh.
Cooks it in that iron skillet. Put some garlic in with it. Oh, God.
Okay, Night Train. I'm going off in about 40 minutes because I got to be in church by 5 o'clock. So, but thank you for stopping by. It's appreciated. Yeah, I'll tell you, my last tour in Germany, one of my favorite places to eat was downtown in Hanau, right across from where they had a parking garage. It was run by an Italian couple, but it was, the roast chicken on the spits. Yep. You see it here in the States. Well, they would have like a whole wall of that. And on the front counter, they had a 30-inch cast iron skillet that was divided down the middle. one half of it had mushrooms and the other half had, well, potatoes. They call it Bratkartoffel. But when I do home fries, I dice up my potatoes like they did, and I do them in a cast iron skillet, man. I'll tell you what, they ain't nothing better.
Right.
Now mine, I cook them right in the same skillet I cook the steak in. I'll cook them both at I'll start the steak, then I'll put the potatoes in.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gaining weight just thinking about it.
Heck, my wife, she makes apple butter, homemade apple butter. She makes strawberry jam, homemade strawberry jam. We got some homemade sauerkraut we have made, and man, my wife can cook. Man, oh man!
I'll tell you, Rick Halbert just said green beans, bacon, and onions. Oh man!
Mm-hmm. Do it in an iron skillet. Fry your green beans. Cook the green beans in an iron skillet.
Yep, there's something about an iron skillet. I'm here to tell you, I've got a 20-inch that I cook potatoes and steaks in. But what I did today is I got it's my wife's grandmother's iron skillet, so it's really, really old, but it's only about a 8-inch. But those ribeyes fit in it perfect.
Yeah. Last night the wife cooked up some ribeyes, peppers, onions, mushrooms. Cooked it in that iron skillet. It's just something in an iron skillet, man. It don't matter what you cook in it. It brings the flavor out. Well, year before last for Christmas, my wife got me a Blackstone grill, and I told her I wanted the small one because I put it on the stove and turn on the vent, and that's perfectly safe. The only thing bad about it is it only uses the little tiny camping stove bottles, but they last through 4 or 5 cookings easy. But that thing is awesome for doing burgers and stuff. Hey, you could get the attachment so you can hook the big bottle to it.
Yep, I just don't want the big bottle in the house.
Yeah,
I'd have to taking it out, so I don't mind the camping bottles being in the house. So I always make sure I got at least 6 of them on hand, just in case the power fails for several days.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't going without food.
That's the same thing with us. We got a cooker and everything like that, and we got a gas propane heater here that I use sometimes in this shop to warm it up a little bit quicker.
Mason, you're not that late to the party. I just wanted to get on today before Val and them go on and see if I couldn't get my trains to actually run for a change. I probably shouldn't have said it that loud, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's one reason I miss Gander Mountain, since they went out of business. Now they're, what are they called? I can't think of what they changed their name to, but that's where I used to get all my lodge cast iron utensils or pots and pans.
I think there's a place over in Georgia. Can't remember where. They have a bunch of iron skillets and stuff like that.
Well, I'll tell you where we got a lot of some of the ones that we have. You know where Collinsville is?
Yeah, Collinsville, yeah.
Up there on US 11, just south of Fort Payne. Every Saturday they have the trade fair. And every first Saturday of the month they have the big trade fair.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I've gotten a lot of good stuff up there.
You ever been to Mountaintop?
Yes, I have. Yep.
Either one of them's not too far away from me.
I was a little disappointed the last time we went to Fort Payne. I took my drone because I wanted to fly Little River Canyon.
Yep.
They turned Little River Canyon into a national park.
Yeah, they did.
So
sure did.
I drove down the tourist road, and when you get to a certain part of the tourist road, the park's on the left side of the road as you're driving, and it's private property on the right. So I found somebody that was home, says, "Can I launch my drone from your yard?" And they went, You're what? I says, it's a drone. It flies in the air. Can I launch it from your yard? Can we watch? Sure, you can watch. I'll show you everything it does. So I launched it and I flew down
Did you really?
Little River Canyon and came back to their house and landed. Ain't nothing they can do. They don't own the air. They own the ground.
Right.
So, but yeah, I got me my pictures. Her granddaddy, when we got married, we went up there for a visit after we had gotten married, and he took me to Little River Canyon, and I can remember standing on the edge of some of those precipices, and now you can't get anywhere near them. They put up fences and all kinds of things in that park, which I can understand since they turned it into a park, but that's a beautiful place.
Yeah, me and a friend of mine, I was just talking to another YouTuber I was just talking to. We were talking about the drones, you know, and everything. And he says, yeah, that'd be cool, man, because you could have a drone follow you, and they could come on in where you're working at or whatever, you know, and film what you're working on and stuff like that. I said, yeah, man, that's pretty cool, ain't it? You know?
Yep. I locked one onto the lawnmower one time, cutting what I call the lower 40. It's the lower 4 acres.
Right.
But I locked one onto me when I was out there cutting the grass one time and had it follow me around for 3 or 4 minutes and then put that online. But yeah, they can do some really nice stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder how that would be on trails and stuff like that.
Well, they make some that have some pretty good obstacle avoidance, but I don't know if I would trust my drone to take care of all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a couple of tests just in my driveway where the pine trees overhang.
Right.
And yeah, they eventually make it through, but they come awful dang close to hitting things.
Really?
I'm just terribly afraid that I'd lose a $1,200 drone because I tried to get it to follow me around.
Yeah.
But they make some expensive ones that are designed just to do that, just to follow people on things like that.
Uh-huh. Because, you know where Top Trails is up here in Talladega?
No, sure don't.
It's an off-road park. It's over here on the 275 bypass that they put in. It's an old Army base. It's an old Army base.
Rick Halbert just typed it in. It's called the Sky Deal or Sky Do. It's designed just to follow people. It's got top and bottom, left, right, forward, and back sensors.
Cool.
So they say it won't hit anything. Yeah, we've got to park something like that down here somewhere, but I don't have a four-wheeler. It's just not ever been one of the priorities.
Well, you got a riding lawnmower?
Oh yeah, I got a riding lawnmower.
Can you get another riding lawnmower?
No. Maybe someday.
Can you get one give to you?
I can try. I can take it up into a mutter, huh?
Yeah, you can build one like I'm building.
Sounds like a plan.
That is a poor man's four-wheeler.
Actually, her daddy's old one's still out in the garage, and the only thing wrong with it is over the years the tires went flat, but that's an easy fix.
Yeah.
The only thing wrong with it over the years is that the dang wiring harnesses went. You know, they just totally rotted.
I can show you how to wire it, and I can get you running.
Oh baby.
Honest to God. What kind is it?
It's a Poulan.
Poulan?
Yeah, it's a Poulan. It's a God, I forget how many. I don't know. I know he had it when he passed away, and gosh, what year was that? I think it's been like 10 years, like 07 or 08.
Lift the seat on it.
Oh yeah, the seat and everything's in good. As a matter of fact, they still got the bagger.
If you lift the seat on it, okay, right there on the tag on the back of it is a chassis sticker. All right.
And
it will tell you what manufacturer made that chassis. Okay. It should be a AYP chassis.
Okay.
And it should be the same chassis as a Craftsman is.
Ah, see, I didn't know that.
Yep. Is it a hydro or is it a shift?
It's a let me think. Hang on. Yeah, it's a shift because the when I
Okay.
tried to sell it a while back, the guy wouldn't buy it because it wasn't a hydro.
Okay. Up underneath up underneath of it, in the rear end of it, there should be a sticker that you see be facing you. Up top, it will say It will say Peerless, Tecumseh Peerless,
Uh-huh.
and it will say either a 206 or a 207, MST 206 or 207 on it.
Okay. I'll have to check that out this week.
You don't remember what kind of motor's on it, do you?
No, I sure don't.
It's probably got a 14 horse Briggs and Stratton on it, most generally.
Yeah, I think it was a Briggs, but I don't know what horsepower.
If you look on my channel, that's a MTD chassis that I built. It's got an 18 horse Briggs and Stratton opposed motor, and it's got dual exhaust stacks, aluminum bats that I use for stacks on it. And I got a set of rims that's on the back of it that came off of my Club Cadet, and I had to build my own hubs so I could put them on that axle. And that's what I'm going to use on this one here and everything. I built that from the ground up.
Wow.
And it's a poor man's four-wheeler. That's what we call them. We call them poor man's four-wheeler.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Something that we could ride around in the woods and don't cost a whole lot of money. I think I had $20 invested in that joker. And that was for the belt.
Yeah.
That was pulley swapped and everything. It had a 8-inch pulley on the front and a 4 or 5-inch pulley on the transaxle to make it run faster.
Cool.
Plus the transaxle was busted. It was took apart, and I took all the grease out of it and cleaned it, and I oil filled it.
Man, I'm halfway tempted to let this thing run when I go to church and see if it's still running when I come back. Hey, worst that can happen is it derails.
Yeah, it just shut down anyways, you know,
Yeah.
It ain't gonna do nothing wrong.
It does that, you know.
If anything, it will overheat your inverter, but I don't think it'll do that.
Nah, I don't think it'll overheat these. It's got a whole bunch of separate power supplies.
Right. Right. I want to show you the channel stickers I got.
Sure. Let me put you on present. That way.
There we go. Swap you around.
Oh yeah.
We got Bearded Yakin. We got Scott. We got Ken the Lone Guy, Scott Pearson. We got Rasta BTV. If you need any stickers made, t-shirts, cups, or anything like that, he does it all. GS Novato, H&H Country. This is my wife's channel.
Oh, cool.
We got Captain Jerk. We got Zippo Vaga, Go Karts and Gone Fishing. Come up here on the top of the toolbox. Right there on the top left-hand corner, we got Cooter Malone from Montgomery, Alabama.
Hey, he used to be Air Force from the looks of it.
Yeah, he used to be in
Yep,
Air
yes,
Force.
yeah. Sure enough.
We got H&H Country, Bobby DeBoss Savadros. We got Hillbilly Holler and Tailgate Tech.
Cool.
And let's see, we got some old stuff over here to get everything moved. We got Robert Yates, Dale Jarrett.
Oh.
We also got the one and only Red Farmer
Oh boy.
from Hueytown, Alabama.
Yep.
And there's let me see if I can get it here. Got to get things out of my hand. And we also have Shade Tree Mechanic, Fix It Man.
Neat.
He built a go-kart just like that little coupe.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw where was that? It was Friday. A friend of mine and I had gone to lunch, and there was a beautiful red coupe, open engine, you know, the whole 9 yards. If you'd have painted it yellow, it would have looked like the one in American Graffiti, but it was red with flames. Just gorgeous, sitting in one of the restaurants.
Yeah, he's got a little coupe that he built on his channel, and he lives up in Minnesota. He's fixing to move to Tennessee. That's the one with the train I was telling you about.
Yeah.
In his house, he had to tear apart his whole train, tear it down, destroy it, everything, because you know he's got to put the house back the way it was back, you know, because he's selling it.
Yeah.
And everything, and he had a beautiful layout, and he built that go-kart right there, and looks just like a coupe, just like that coupe there, and he's got to give it to his grandson.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's called a goofy cart. He calls it a goofy cart.
That's good.
Yeah, he took a lot of things that he got from the thrift store, you know, Goodwill store, and incorporated it into the build, everything. My last build I built, everybody called it a rat mower because I used a 1 3/8 wrench for my shifter, and it was sit up high in the rear and low in the front end, you know.
Had a nice little rake to it.
Yeah, it had a rake to it and everything. You can use the baseball bats for exhaust system. Yep. I think I'm going to put a little bit of something in this too, something from the old one into the new one.
Yeah, Rick, it's running just fine today. I don't know why. First time I've had it on camera where it hasn't wrecked within about 3 minutes. So it's doing pretty good.
I can't see anything of the chat.
Yeah, I understand. We'll have to figure out a way for you to learn how to do that. It's not that hard. Are you on your iPad?
Yeah, it's an Android.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been looking at laptops and stuff like that. I had a laptop and it puked on me.
Yeah, they tend to do that.
Yeah. Well, can't ask for much. I mean, we bought it for $65 at a pawn shop. You know what I mean? And it worked for 4 years beautifully. You know?
You can't go wrong with that.
No. Had Windows 7 on it and everything. It worked beautifully, you know. It got a virus somehow. I don't know how I did it, but it got a virus somehow on it. But you know how your priorities got to be, you know.
Yes, indeedy.
House priorities and family life priorities.
Yes, indeed.
This tablet ever goes down, I'm messed up. I ain't got nothing no more. But that'll be all right.
Hopefully that will not happen.
Well, I've been kicking out a lot of videos. I've been kicking out a lot of videos because of my situation and I'm fixing to come into, you know. And I feel I need to get these videos out and everything, so that way there I won't lose my channel, you know, lose my subscribers.
Sean, you should be able to get back in on the same link if you still have it. Or did you delete it? But I can send you another. But that same link should still work. It's on its way, buddy. No, that should be the same link, but it's on its way.
How long you been with the sheriff's department?
I started there right out of retirement. I picked up the want ads one Sunday, and there was a job at the sheriff's department.
Really?
I worked as a jailer for a year, and then the sheriff said, "You don't need to be over here anymore. You're going out on patrol." I said, "That sounds good to me." And I did that for 10 years. And then when I got ready to leave, you know, I promised him I'd never leave for a flying job. But I went in one day and told him, I said, "Sheriff, it's not a flying job. I promised I wouldn't leave for a flying job, but it's a teaching job, and it pays more than you get." He goes, "So, can you work next week?" I says, "I sure can. I'll give you 2 weeks if you want." He says, "No, just next week." "Oh, no, Sean's back." "Hey, buddy, teaching job, and it pays more than you get." He goes, "So, can you work next week?" I said, "I sure can."
Where's your part-time?
Oh, no, John's back. Hey, buddy. Drone effects, I do have to leave at 5, but it's only 4:25 here where I'm at. I have to leave in about 15, 20 minutes so I can get up the road to the church by 5.
Such a nice train set, dude.
Yeah, I'm having a ball with it, man. This little area that you see down here where the red box is, that red box that you can see on the screen. That's the Thunder Road for the N scale.
Yeah.
I may use that a little bit. If I take this down to put down some scenery, not scenery, but some grass so you don't look at snow all the time, I'm probably going to rearrange my round table. Because right now I've got, let's think, 1, 2, I think 3 engines that don't fit on the round table. So they have to drive straight off of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the round table to where they can drive straight off of it and then onto a switch. So I can put them in different places.
Nice.
But yeah, I'll still have the 2 loops, 64 foot of track to run on. But I'm going to do a little bit of different alignment with the rest of it. I haven't used the side out that you can see here in a long time. Don't know why. I just haven't used it in a while.
Very nice.
I cannot believe the dang thing is still running. Yeah, I am Central Time. I'm not sure where you are, Claude, but if you think it's 5 o'clock already, that means you're probably in Eastern.
Eastern.
I tell you, that blows my mind every time I try to go to Disney. I plan my trips down to the second down there as to where we're going to be, where we're going to eat, time of day we're going to eat, what park we're going to go to. And this year when we left, I said to the wife, yeah, we can leave a little later. We don't need to be there up till 3 o'clock. Well, I forgot that we lose or gain an hour as soon as we cross the border down there to the east and go into the Panhandle. And it's like, oh, crap. So I was off by an hour, but no big deal. They had our room still. They better still have had it.
In Orlando?
Say again?
Did you stay in Orlando?
I always stay on the Disney resorts. I say for years to go.
That's cool as anything.
Yeah, well, I stay in those. I get the dining plan. I get the deluxe dining plan. I get the park hoppers from the Army, so I don't pay much for those. They save me about $500. Well, $250 per ticket on park hopping. So it's worth it to go through them for that. But we learned the first trip that, staying at one of their resorts, not having to worry about driving anywhere, getting the meal plan so you don't have to worry about, do I still have enough money to eat for the rest of the week, is just the way to go.
What does that cost?
A lot, man. This last trip we stayed at the Contemporary, which is one of their high ends, only because she wanted to stay there ever since we've been going. We never got in there. So this time we got in there. It wasn't as bad as the Grand Floridian. The first time we went there, just the two of us, we stayed for 7 days with park hoppers, and the meal plan was $5,200.
Really?
So this time we stayed for 6 days in the same kind of resort with park hoppers, and it was like $4,200 or something.
So you got a better deal.
Yeah, well, better deal. More. I mean, we don't need to stay for 7 days for crying out loud. That's a long time to be down there. Not that I would mind, but that was all I could scrape together this time, so I had to cut back on how many days a little bit.
Well, for me, I got a sister that lives in New Smyrna Beach. And I got a brother that lives there in New Smyrna Beach, and I got a real good friend that lives in Edgewater. Yeah. And for me to go down there, it wouldn't cost me that, except for the tickets going. But I got 2 little granddaughters, and to stay on the resort and be able to do all that, that'd be great,
Rodney Bell. Rodney, I'm getting off in about 10 to 15 minutes, or I'd invite you on. If you want to come on for that short period of time, I'll send you a link.
Sean, where you live at?
I'll have you the link.
I'm in Massachusetts.
Where at, sir?
Massachusetts.
What part?
Oh, Boston.
Boston. I got kinfolk that live in Boston.
Where in town?
I'm not really sure. Their last names are Sweeners.
I don't know. I know so many people,
Yeah.
It's a small world. You never know.
You're right.
Hey, Rick, what's up?
My uncle used to work at the GE place up in Massachusetts.
Yep.
And I was born in Mass. I was born in Pittsfield, Mass.
Sure, I know Pittsfield. Long ways from me.
Yeah, it is.
I know Pittsfield. I've been through there a few times.
I was born there and lived in the state of New York, up in that area of Massachusetts, northern part,
I'm some of old Charlestown.
Okay.
Back then it was Slummerville.
Last time I was up there, I went to New Haven, Connecticut, and caught a load out of Springfield.
Yep.
And brought it back down south.
Springfield's right on the border in New York.
Mm-hmm. My son said, geez, Dad, we ain't too far away from your hometown. I said, no, not really. I said, too bad we couldn't go down through that way. I could show you my hometown,
Where are you at now?
I moved to the South when I was 16. I've been in the South ever since. I'm in Talladega, Alabama.
Yeah. I've been through Alabama. Never stopped. Just been through there.
It's a beautiful state, man. Beautiful state. Ain't that right, Star?
Well, it's a gorgeous state, especially up in the north corner by Chattanooga and Fort Payne, whatnot.
Yep.
Those mountains up there are gorgeous. Yep.
Oh, Chattanooga and Fort Payne and Cedar Bluff and all that. That's up in the northeast corner.
That's okay, Rodney. I appreciate you coming by and saying howdy, bud.
What's up, Rodney?
He's working on today's church video.
Does he televise that? Does he?
He has, the church has a channel, and I think they run the services for the people that are shut-ins.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get our church to do that, but they're not that high tech, and they don't want to get internet and all this other stuff. So I said, that's okay. It was just a thought.
Man, that'd be cool. If anything, they would.
Yeah, because, only thing you'd have to do is make sure the shut-ins had an internet service and they could log into the YouTube channel, and there you go. Now, I don't know if YouTube has anything against religion or not. I'm just,
I don't know what their bylaws is.
I think they're neutral in that area.
Yeah, they need to be.
YouTube's pretty neutral with stuff,
I can't believe this thing's still running. Oh, Lordy. So, Sean, what is it that happened this weekend, droning-wise?
Oh, dude.
Okay.
It was just a bad scenario. Well, I bought my wife bought me a Maverick Pro.
Right.
With the extensions on it for the antennas and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can get like 4 to 6 miles out of it with these antennas. And then they also have shorter antennas and stuff. Well, I haven't flown one since I lost my Phantom, since it got attacked by the Hawk. So, and everybody was like really pushing me to fly it. Why aren't you out flying it? I'd be flying it. And I'm like, I don't really want to fly it because my house is really close to another house. The only dry spot of tar is this area that we shoveled out. So I was like, I was nervous, I'm like, I didn't want to take it up. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take it up. I'm going to try it out. So I flew up over the house, went around town, came back, landed it, flew up again, went around town, came back, landed it. Flew up a couple more times, was getting near the end of the battery. Coming back, I came down on the side of the house, and I hit it in the antenna wire.
Oh.
And it damaged the gimbal.
Oh, man.
So now I have to send it out to be fixed. And I was devastated, dude. I was so excited. It was like getting a Christmas gift on Christmas and then smashing it with a hammer.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about the whole thing.
I kind of know your pain. When the wife got me that Mavic Pro 2 Christmases ago,
yeah,
I only had it like 2 weeks, and the battery got low. I didn't realize that once it activated the return to home for low battery, there was nothing you could do to the Pro to stop it in time. And it flew up into a power line. It came down. Everything was fine except the gimbal. It was hanging by its wires on the front. So,
did you ever have it fixed?
Oh yeah, I sent it to DJI. It had DJI Care, and they said for $70 we'll give you another one, or you can wait a week and a half to get yours back. I said, send me another one. Here's $75.
And they did that?
Oh yeah, I sent it off on a Thursday. I had it back by Monday.
Really? Yeah. See, this I bought it through we bought it through a company, not through DJI.
Get a hold of Carolina Drones.
Yeah.
Look for them. Get their number. Frank up there. I mean, it's going to cost probably because it's not under DJI care.
Right.
But he is a certified DJI repair person. His company repairs them.
Carolina Drones.
Yep, Carolina Drones. I think his name is Frank. If you don't, yeah, there's Mel. Mel knows all about them. But yeah, Carolina Drones is where I call them up and see if they'll let you send it there and get it fixed, buddy.
Dude, I am so depressed about this. But yeah, if he can do that, I'll send it out tomorrow.
Yeah, just give his website is Carolina Drones. Just get their contact information.
Here's this funny, talk about a small world. I have a loop that goes around my neck to hold the drone, to hold the controller.
Oh,
Carolina Drones.
Mel is a Carolina Drones rep, he says. So just get up with Mel. Okay? Just get up with Mel. Mel, 400 AGL.
He's a rep for them?
Yep, he's a Carolina Drones rep. I didn't know that, but yeah, I know he knows them really well.
So should I go through him?
I would call him or just get a hold of him, email. You know?
He's right there, 400 AGL.
Right there. Go ahead and get in chat. Talk with him a little bit.
Hey, Mel, can I send you my number? Oh my God! See, I still have the camera works. Everything works. It's just it won't go left to right or up or down.
Yep. There's his email. Grab that, Sean.
Hold on, let me grab it before you delete it.
Well, I got to leave here shortly anyway. But go ahead and grab it. Let me know when you got it.
Give me 1 second.
Take your time. Mel, I would send you a link, but I've got to leave for church in about 5 minutes. So it really wouldn't be valid. But thanks for coming in, buddy. I really do appreciate all you guys that came in today. Oh, flying with Steve. You don't have a wrench. Hang on a second. I know I've got you. So let me get you moderated up before you disappear. And Doug, while I'm waiting to sign off, when do you start treatment? I know you said it was getting pretty soon.
Tuesday, I'll go get my blood analyzed. Wednesday, I'll go talk to the dentist. Thursday and Friday, they're going to try to get me in there to get my teeth pulled. 2 weeks after that, that's when I'm going to be starting my treatment.
Okay, so within the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you know you're in our prayers, my friend.
I appreciate it very much. I need all the prayers I can get so I can kick this thing in the tail.
And you know he knows. He knows everything, so.
Yes, he does. He's a creator of all.
That's
and
it.
He will heal. And the power of prayer, and I believe in it, power of prayer heals.
Yep, I have seen it work myself, so I definitely can tell you I believe it works. Guys, I've got to go. I got choir practice, if you can imagine me in a choir the way I sing. But at any rate, thanks to everybody that came in the chat. Thanks for the conversations that have been going on. I hope I didn't miss anybody saying anything. Doug, Sean, thanks a bunch for coming on when you see me like this. I enjoy having your company. God
Thank
bless.
you.
Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, Rick.
You bet. You get a hold of Mel?
I just shot him a text.
Okay. Take care, guys.
We'll see you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, buddy.